always the Satish's good side. Like, both the sides are good. I just got to make sure I'm on my good side.
You're on my good side. So.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna copy.
Okay, listen, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Facebook friends, Facebook community, Facebook clients. I want to thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I have a very, very special guest with me this afternoon. You know, many of you have heard someone say, if thoughts are things, what are you thinking about? And for years, I've been reading a book called Think and Grow Rich. And not in a million years did I think I would find myself here today with an individual that many of my friends have been saying, you gotta meet him, you gotta meet him. And so guess what? Today, if thoughts are things, then this is a reality. I have with me in studio right now, he is the founder, the president, and CEO of the Think and Grow Rich Institute,
That's
Mr.
correct.
Satish Verma. Satish, how are you, sir?
Awesome. Very well. Very
Hey.
well. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Folks, as you come on, do me a favor, type in your name and where you're coming from. So Shireen, Toronto, Leicester, Arizona, Samita, wherever you're coming in from, just type in your name, where you're from, so we can actually acknowledge you. And then if you have any questions, at all for Satish, type them in there, and our team will be looking at some of the questions, and we'll see if we can answer one or two of your questions live as well. So, without further ado, again, let's dive right into it with my special guest, Mr. Satish Verma. Satish, I know you're extremely busy. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure, as I said.
Now, Think and Grow Rich. Take us back on the journey of how you were first exposed to Think and Grow Rich.
See, about 30 years ago, you know, things happen in your life. I was going through the greatest adversity of my life, where my financial situation was messed up. I had invested a lot of money, lost it all. And what do you tell your family?
Wow.
When you lose everything overnight?
Wow.
And when you lose everything, every loser becomes your advisor, right? So
I love that. Hold on. Say that again. When you lose everything, every
loser becomes your advisor.
loser, I love that, becomes your advisor.
Yes,
Wow.
because they tell you, we know this will happen to you. We knew this was going to be like this for you. As if they had a crystal ball in their hand.
Wow.
And had prediction about my future. And at that time, you think you have lost everybody, not just your money, but everybody else who's around you. And at that moment, there's only one friend you have,
Wow.
and that's you yourself.
And that's
right?
yourself.
That's yourself,
I love
right?
that. Love that.
And ask yourself those questions. Are you really a loser? Or
Wow.
is just this happened in your life? And when your mind is that positive, you're automatically drawn towards something which will help you solve this problem.
Yes.
And that's the time I was introduced to Think and Grow Rich.
Okay.
I said, wow. And when I read the book, I said, I didn't even read the book. I'm flipping through the pages, and the last page comes in, and on the back of the book is said, there's a Napoleon Hill Foundation. And they are offering course on this book. I said, why don't I take the course rather than reading the book? It's much easier for me, right?
Yes.
But then
Yes.
I called them, and there was no internet, nothing. In those days, they didn't even have fax.
How long ago was that?
30 years ago.
30 years ago. Wow.
They
Wow.
didn't even have fax in
Okay.
those
Yes.
days. So there was a correspondence course on Think and Grow Rich. I said, okay. So I had $500 left in the bank,
Wow.
and the course cost was about $300.
Yes.
I said, how do I balance all this? My family is against me, my friends are against me, I have to pay my
Wow.
rent. And that time when you listen to your inner self, I said, you know, this book kind of makes sense, but I don't know what's in there in this book. I better take the course. And the first lesson that they sent me through correspondence was the turning point in my life.
Okay.
I said, if this is what it says, it's really true, and I can prove that this is true, this is going to be most wonderful thing that ever happened to me in my life.
Wow.
And the line I read was this: whatever the mind can conceive
Wow.
and believe, the mind can achieve.
Wow.
I said, is it that simple?
Mm.
Is it that easy? whatever I think and believe it, and I'm going to achieve it.
That's incredible.
I said, okay, that's fine then. So I had just gone bankrupt, and everybody's telling me,
Wow.
well, for 6 years, the bank is not going to give me any money.
Yes.
I won't have any credit with the bank. I have to work hard to get out of this. I said, well, this book is saying something different. This book is saying, well, you know, you can conceive and believe and it will achieve. I said, okay, let me conceive the idea that I'm out of bankruptcy in 6 months,
Okay.
not 6 years. And I started following exactly word for word what the first lesson said to me.
Wow.
Do this, 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 this. Things are going to change. And I said, okay, this is not that difficult. The difficult part is the part is that I don't have any money. I'm going through that. But this is very easy compared to what I'm going through in my life. At least I can do this thing.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
followed everything to the T.
Okay.
And guess what? I was out of bankruptcy in 6 months.
In 6 months.
In
Wow.
6 months
Wow.
after my discharge,
That's
I was
incredible.
out. Got my credit back, everything back. And that's a very interesting, powerful story.
Yes.
Like, you know, when you, how does this happen? And I also read in Think and Grow Rich. See, there are man-made laws and there are mind-made laws.
Okay. Mind.
Mind-made
Yes.
laws and man-made laws.
Love
Say
it.
you can breach man-made laws, you may never get punished.
Hmm.
Let's say, for example, you are driving 70 kilometers in 40 kilometer zone, you may not get the ticket, may or may not get the ticket. But if you are breaching the mind-made laws,
Mm.
there is no way. You are not going to escape the punishment. And
Wow.
similarly, if you go 60 kilometers in 60 kilometer zone, you will never be rewarded.
Wow.
Understand? But when you follow the mind-made law, you are definitely going to be rewarded.
That's incredible. So Satish, take me back to this again. Some 30 years ago,
Yes.
you were on the verge of bankruptcy.
Yes. No, I was not virgin. I was bankrupt.
You were bankrupt.
Yes,
Okay. So
yes.
you come home and you say to your wife, you're going to take whatever you have left,
Yes.
and you're going to go spend it on this course.
Yes.
What did she think? What was her
She
reaction to you?
said she's going to see her lawyer.
No wonder lawyers are rich these days. So she was somewhat skeptical.
Very skeptical. She said, now another BS you're going to talk about.
Yes.
You always thought. I said, no, I'm going to do this. That's it.
Okay.
And this was the best thing that I ever did, not only for myself, but for the last 30 years I've been teaching Think and Grow Rich to hundreds of thousands of people. It has
Yes.
changed their lives too.
Yes. So I know you've been, so very good friends of mine, Sabir and Samin, they have one of the top real estate brokerages in Toronto today. I know you've been working with them.
Yes.
Satish, tell me, especially real estate agents, financial planners, folks that are already involved in money mastery and wealth creation already.
Yes.
Can what you teach in Think and Grow Rich still help them?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
See, Think and Grow is not just for realtors.
Hmm.
It's for 98% of the population who don't know where the hell they are going.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
It's not about the realtor, it's not about the insurance agent, it's not about the financial planner, it's not about the entrepreneur, it's not about the employees or employers. It's for everybody,
For everyone.
because
Okay.
it teaches you a kind of system where you can have, be, and do anything that you want in life.
Yes. Wow.
Doesn't matter
That's
where you are.
powerful.
That's how powerful it is. So it helps you to see your inner self, how powerful you are, how
Okay.
great you are within yourself, which you never realized how great you were before.
I love it.
And it gives you the tools through which you recognize this and start applying that greatness to any facet of your life.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
In terms of a tool,
Uh-huh.
Satish, Think and Grow Rich. I always thought, hey, Think and Grow Rich.
Yes.
So why is it that so many people have perhaps read Think and Grow Rich? They know about Think and Grow Rich, but they're still stuck. What would you say to folks like that? What's the missing piece from?
Missing piece is simply either they don't understand Think and Grow Rich, that's why they can't apply it,
Okay.
right? Or they know but they don't want to apply it.
Got it.
They are complacent with whatever it is and they are constantly complaining. Still the life is not good because they think applying these principles is harder than the way they are living. See, famous philosopher said, we all live in prisons with doors wide open.
Wow.
right? So this is they have imprisoned themselves to limitations, limited beliefs, because their social hierarchy made them believe that way. They say, well, but I don't know really how to get out of this.
Wow, wow.
But when they actually come to when you come to take the course on Think and Grow Rich, it helps you to really break all the mental blocks that have been
That's incredible.
that have been impediment in your life.
Yes.
And
yes.
they are stopping you to take risk in life. And you become totally unlimited and free.
Wow.
Like it's unbelievable what happens to you. And you talk about real estate agents.
Yes.
It's not that they became financially very strong in their business. It's their family life is totally changed.
Wow.
They begin to, see the whole life in a different light.
Okay.
Like Napoleon says very clearly, he says the best way, the easiest way to become rich is this: influence as many people as you can.
Wow.
You
Influence.
learn the ways and techniques how you can influence more people.
Yes.
Okay, without violating their rights,
Yes.
without conning them into something. You just influence them based on the magnetic personality that you develop within you.
I love that.
And when you develop that personality, you become like a magnet.
Yes.
People are drawn to you. They want to work with you. They want to be in business with you. See, we do not teach them any real estate techniques. Oh, this is how you're going to take the listing, or this is how you're going to present the offer. No, that's not what we do. We make them kind of person who will attract the listings.
That's amazing. So
Will
you,
make the person who knows how to persuade and convince,
okay.
right?
Persuade and convince. Okay.
Persuade and convince and influence
Yes.
their buyers and their sellers.
So your persuasion is through influence. Actually
Yes.
creating influence. I love that.
Actually,
Yes.
so you learn those techniques,
Yes.
and that's in any business. See, if you influence more people, the richer
Yes.
you're going to be. You are a business person, more customers you serve, the
Yes.
richer you're going to be. You're a
Yes.
realtor, the more listings there, you are going to be richer.
Wow.
In insurance, more insurance you can sell, the richer you're going to.
That's just the byproduct.
This is the byproduct.
Yes,
But
love
you
it.
must learn all these techniques, all those skills within yourself, so you can influence the minds of other people.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, without manipulating them. See, there is a difference.
I love
Influencing
that.
and manipulation is
No.
very different.
Yes.
There's no manipulation. Think and Grow Rich work on very
Yes.
high standards of integrity. You
Love
will
it.
never see any fluff
Yes.
or no gimmicks. There are no tricks here. It's the real. You become that person who was always trying to give more than what you take in.
Love it.
Isn't that powerful?
Going that extra mile.
You go that
right?
extra
Yes.
mile. The more powerful, very powerful principle you learn and Think and Grow Rich. How do you develop that personality? Go that extra mile. How you are going to and influence people by doing this thing alone,
Yes.
right?
I love that. So Satish, you have a one-day event coming up here in Netwin Place on September
That's
6th.
correct. That's
now,
correct.
before we talk about that,
Sure.
and by the way, folks, for the ones, if you stick around, I'm not supposed to do this, but Kula has twisted Satish's arms, and that one day is $197, but if you stick around, I'll make sure you get a code where you can actually get a 50% discount with the early bird ticket, but as long as there are still tickets remaining, okay? So Satish, I can see how passionate you are about Think and Grow Rich.
That's correct.
I also know the success you have personally enjoyed. How about, can you, your son, I love his story. Would you, I know you're very humble and you don't like to talk about your success. Through the principles of Think and Grow Rich, what did that do for your son in his business?
See, I always tell people that my children came out of their mother's womb. Okay. With a book in their hand.
Yes.
Think and Grow Rich, okay?
Okay.
So they have been seeing their dad applying these principles from the day they were born. Okay. A little story I'll tell you. My son was playing with his friend. He was 5 years old, playing in the basement. And he comes up. He said, Dad, you know what? David, my friend? I said, yeah. He said, David says that he's going to make $100,000 when he grows up. Is this a lot of money, Dad? I said, who told you this is a lot of money? He said, David thinks so. I said, no, son, you could make it in a month
Yes,
or in
wow.
a day.
I love that. So
Yeah.
while people are struggling to want to make $100,000 a year,
Yeah.
You're saying, why not make 100,000 in a month?
Yeah, that's correct, that's correct. And so, see what happened? I shifted the paradigm.
Mm.
See, 100,000 a year is poverty. That's what my son
Wow.
started to believe. But he said
Wow.
100,000 a month will be easy. I said, don't worry, you're going to. So that idea stuck in his mind, right?
Yes.
But here, we constantly tell our kids, oh, you cannot do, you cannot have, you cannot be. Our kids can be anything they want to be.
Yes.
Anything.
Yes. Wow.
Provided you plant that seed in their mind at an early
Wow.
age.
Wow.
Okay. So my son built a with his sister's help, like both together, built a multi-million-dollar company in less than 4 years, based on principles of thinking. That's all they apply in that company.
Wow. Just in 4 years.
Just in 4 years. Just in 4 years. And,
Yes.
and so this principle works. It's not only my son's company. Look at any great success.
Yes.
Any successful company which is of a very high magnitude, they have applied directly and indirectly principles of think and grow rich. That's the way it is, because this is real. It's not richness of money or alone, it's what you become as a person
I love that. I love that.
when you become that person.
Yes. So it's about humans being, not just becoming, but humans be, what you're becoming. is
Yes,
so
what you are
important.
becoming to become rich person.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Hmm.
So that's what I love about Think and Grow Rich. I said, wow, and how easy it is to become a person who can attract a lot of money.
Wow.
How easy that is.
That's incredible.
So we are trying to change the outside world always.
Yes.
And it's very difficult.
Yes.
You can't change the whole world. You can change yourself, the whole world will change, right?
I love it.
So,
I love it.
So change yourself from inside, okay?
I love
and
it.
everything is
Great.
going to change outside.
Yes.
So because outside is nothing but a reflection of what we think inside.
Wow. Starts within here.
Starts within here.
Love it. So folks,
Yeah.
again, we have Satish Verma, President, CEO, and founder of Think and Grow Rich Institute with us. If you have any questions, just type them in the comment, okay? And if you're joining us, please, just type in your name, where you're from, and share this with your friends. Like if this is inspiring you as well, share it with your friends. Tell your
Sure.
friends about this. Now, Satish, we talked about your success. We talked about your son's success. Again, I know you're very humble. You don't like to talk about that. What about, is there a story of someone else other than someone in your family? Because there's always people say, oh yeah, you know what, like those are just stories that you made up. Are there stories like of other individuals you know who have used the principles from Think and Grow Rich and how they've been able to change their lives as a result of it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You see, Think and Grow Rich has impacted about 125 million people worldwide.
Wow.
Okay. You ask them I'll be very biased if I mention names of those people,
Okay.
because I'll be eliminating a lot of names.
Of
because
course.
that, right? This is
So
not-
without naming names, is there an example of something
Yeah,
that
well,
you,
for
yes?
example, let's say realtor, for example, who are making 70, 80, 100,000, they are up to $600,000, $700,000 a year.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Because their life is never the same after they understand the principles of Think and Grow Rich.
Yes.
Same as insurance broker, same as financial planner, same as general. The businesses have grown exponentially because they have been applying the principles of Think and Grow Rich, right?
Yes,
Look
yes.
at my personal life. Okay,
Okay.
let's put it this way. I remember when I got the rights to Think and Grow Rich, nobody would show up at my seminar. I remember first seminar I had, and I spent about $10,000 in marketing, asking
Wow.
people to come to my seminar, right?
Yes.
And guess how many people came? 3.
You spent 10 grand,
Yes.
and only 3 people showed
And
up.
guess who they were? Myself, my son, and my daughter. That's it. Nobody showed up.
Well, how many of you can you relate to that, right?
Yeah. But again, I have learned to think and grow it's persistence.
Persistence.
If
Never-
you believe in something so badly,
Yes,
that it's definitely is going to work for you.
yes,
So if you're passionate about something that you really do great things,
Yes.
this is great for not only just for you, but the people you're going to present, you're going to do great
Wow.
things. And that's the belief that keeps me going, that this thing works.
Yes.
And this is the reason now the minute we advertise that we are having a seminar,
yes.
we are swamped.
Incredible. So you went from spending 10 grand
Yeah.
to bill for an event and no one showed up,
Yes.
and now
We don't spend any.
You have people lining up.
Exactly.
Folks, when people hear Satish is in town and the Think and Grow Rich Institute is having an event, they don't walk to, they run to the event.
Yes.
So
Right.
my recommendation is this: if you're interested in the September 6th event, that's just a one-day only event right here in Netwin Place. I'm not sure the next time we're going to be able to get Satish back here in this area. So if you're interested in coming to the event on September 6th, leave a comment and just type in the word early bird, okay? And we'll make sure the team will get back to you, and you can actually register and get a 50% saving. I think it's about $100. It's like $197.
97.
And it's $97 if you register early. Satish, I wish you were charging $9,997.
We are charging it.
No, I mean for this one here, right?
No, that's
I know
okay.
you do, right? So 'cause
Okay, okay,
sometimes when people don't pay, they don't pay attention.
Yeah, that's correct. That's
Right?
correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
That's very correct.
So that one day, you know, folks, if you need to make some quantum leaps in your life, you got to be here. Now, Satish, I remember driving to Buffalo one time to go see an event, and the guy who was supposed to teach it, he wasn't even there. Somebody else was teaching it. So tell me, when the folks show up here on September 6th, who's going to be teaching?
I'll be teaching. I'll be teaching.
I love it. And
So, see, the thing is, if I say I'm going to teach, I'm going to teach because
integrity.
Think and Grow Rich will never betray you.
Okay.
That's the way it is.
Yes.
That's the way it is. Works on very high standards of integrity. For us, your success is very important. Understand?
Yes.
For you, if you don't succeed, we don't succeed.
Yes.
All right? And that'll be basically insulting Napoleon Hill if I told anything different than this.
Love it. Love it. So I'm going to backtrack again.
Sure.
You talked about, you got started, when you first started, you spent over $10,000 and nobody showed up. And so many entrepreneurs, especially ones in, you know, if you're in network marketing, for example,
Yes.
I know you've been working with network marketing companies.
Correct.
People have rooms and nobody shows up. So if you can relate to that, you got to come and learn from Satish. What is that definiteness of purpose and that burning desire that keeps you going? Satish, you talked about persistence. We read about it, but could you share with us what really is definiteness of purpose and burning desire?
Yes. You see, a lot of people wish for things in their lives. They wish this would happen to them. They wish they could have $1 million. It stays on the surface of the mind. It never goes into the depth of your mind because you are not willing to do anything to make that wish come true. It's just like going to the booth and buying a lottery ticket. Hopefully you will get it.
Wow.
And what are the chances? All right? Whereas in Think and Grow Rich actually converts your wishful thinking into desire.
Wow.
And then desire becomes a burning desire. And burning desire turns to obsessional desire. That you don't see anything else other than what you're obsessed with.
Wow.
Okay? But unfortunately, a lot of people are obsessed with poverty.
Yes.
Understand this?
Yes.
And they keep on
Wow.
manifesting in their life. In their life, they're manifesting poverty because they're obsessed with poverty. Oh, being rich is like a crime.
Wow.
Why? Why can't we just focus on the richness of life? It's not. We're not
How do
talking
you do
about.
that? But Satish, how would you do that? Could you share with the audience, so the folks that are stuck, that keeps on thinking about manifesting
Sure.
poverty versus riches?
Sure.
How do you do that?
Okay, as Napoleon says, the best way to become rich is to give more than what you take in. Give more value.
More value.
More value to people than what you take in.
Yes.
People will be flocked
Wow.
to your product and to your service. But a lot of people want to give less than what they take in.
Yes.
This is the major reason for failure in business.
Yes.
So we will teach you how that's done, and you will gladly like to give more than what you get from people.
Wow.
Without even thinking twice. And that will change your entire personality to the point that you will say, wow, I have never been happier in my life. That's what happens, God.
I love it. I love it. Mr. Satish, there's part of a poem, I won't say the whole poem from Think and Grow
Sure.
Rich, when it talks about the person who wins
Yeah.
is not necessarily the biggest or the strongest,
Yes.
but it's the person
Who
who
thinks
thinks that they can,
that they can.
right? So for some of the folks who are sitting here right now,
Sure.
thinking, okay, September 6th, I don't know if I can make it there or not. What do you say to the individual about the 1 day only workshop you're going to be doing here on September 6th? What would you say to them right now? The folks says, I don't know if I can.
Okay, if you cannot, and that's what you have been doing all your life, because you cannot, you have been postponing your success. Why would you want to postpone your success? I don't understand.
Wow.
Because this is going to be a turning point in your life. You say, well, I'll wait another month. Why would you do this? I just don't get it. A lot of people, they say, oh, I'll come to the next one. But I'm still struggling in my life. Isn't that your definite purpose in life, to get out of the mess that you are in? You want to get out as soon as possible? Why do you want to postpone it?
Wow.
I see, this is the problem because we have been procrastinating all of our life. We have been postponing things, especially postponing your success. It doesn't make human sense to us as human beings.
Wow. That's incredible.
Right? So don't postpone it.
Yes.
It's now. It's not. It's that at this moment, do it now. Do not even wait
Yes.
for next opportunity to come. What if it doesn't come?
Wow.
Then what you are going
Wow.
to do? Wait for another 5 years? Or because, Think and Grow course is not being offered for the next 5 years? What do you do at that time?
And 5 years is going to come regardless.
Regardless,
Right? It's gonna come
regardless. You are
anyways.
just going to be
It's
5
gonna
years
come
older.
and
That's all you're going to, no change is going to take place.
Yes.
See, the changes happen to us all of our life, whether we make that change or not.
Okay.
So why don't we make that change ourselves,
Yes.
the way we want it?
Right.
Why do we want somebody else to change our life? So this gives you total control over what you are as a person, who you are as a person, what you can become as a person. You make that choice, not that you're living somebody else's thinking,
Wow.
not that you are living somebody else's ways of thinking. Why would you want to do that? You have one life to live.
Wow.
Live your way.
That's incredible. That's great. Satish, thank you again
My
for
pleasure.
joining us. Now, before I let you go, though,
Sure.
okay, I do want to end with you talking about your vision of where Think and Grow Institute is going all around the world. Folks, again, if you've been impressed with just the few minutes, just the few minutes that we spent with Satish Verma, you've got to be here on September 6th. So it's not just an opportunity to learn directly from Satish, who has a master's degree in psychology.
Master degree in literature, minor in psychology.
Wow,
Yes.
that's incredible.
Master
right?
degree in literature.
And in terms of business,
Yeah.
you've proven not only can you bounce back from having literally nothing to where you are today and helping other people do that. Where do you go from here? I know Think and Grow Rich is already in Canada, the US, but you've got some big dreams for helping people around the world.
Yes. See, we are expanding to teach this philosophy all over the world. We'll be training a lot of instructors, okay, a lot of mentors, a lot of coaches. And that opportunity is also for a lot of people to join
Yes.
us. But you can, a lot of people I meet, they say, well, Satish, I have read Think and Grow Rich, I can teach. But when you ask them any question about any chapter, say, teach me this particular chapter,
Yeah.
they can't.
You just ask
So-
them to talk about sexual transmutation, and they're like, what? They don't even know what's in the book.
Exactly. So we actually train you right from A to Z, what exactly you are going to teach your audience, number one. Because when you take this course as instructor's course, your entire life changes. As great philosopher said, the best way to learn is to teach.
Wow. So
Right.
say that again.
The best way to learn
To learn
is to
is
teach.
to teach. Okay.
So when you learn yourself, you apply those principles in your own life, your whole life changes. You're so excited to teach to other people what has transformed you.
Wow.
When this happens, your
Yes.
life is never the same after.
That's incredible.
Once you do this.
So what are some of the countries you're opening up in?
We are just, a strange thing is, who thought in Middle East Egypt is opening very soon now.
Egypt, wow.
Egypt. Dubai
Wow.
is opening soon.
Dubai,
All
wow.
the Caribbean countries are open.
Caribbean.
Yes.
So if I go there as a student to learn,
Yes.
can I write that off as a business trip? Possibly?
Sure you can. Then we have a seminar, right? Okay.
I'm in. Caribbean, I'm in.
Okay, but check with the CRA.
Check with the CRA first,
Yes.
right? Or the
Not what I
IRS.
say, right?
Yes.
And 6 countries in Europe are opening up very soon.
Nice, very
Okay?
nice.
And US, Canada, we are doing it anyway.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there are a lot of opportunities. So don't miss out this. Okay, this could really be a turning point in your life.
So once again, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. And Mr. Verma, again, thank you for
My
sharing
pleasure.
your time and
Okay,
your
got it.
wisdom with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Bye, everyone.